Good evening, all. Hopefully, you can hear me okay. Happy Sunday. Welcome into the stream. Thank you for being here. Good evening to John Chavez, to Space Saga, Ray Louderback, Jack Mason, Edison Trent, Citizen Ninja, AV, and whoever else may be lurking or just not said hi yet in chat. Jackal as well. Good to see you all. So we've got a little bit of a different plan for this evening. We've had the PU report, which we're gonna skim read together. There's a couple of bits I kind of want to highlight and a couple of pictures I want to look at. We're going to have a look at some of the resource drive news, which if you haven't managed to catch the video that came out yesterday, we'll talk about what's in that very, very briefly, and just basically the big headline for the resource drive event. And then I am going to do or in the works, but in the middle of being edited, is a video on the Onyx facilities, but I'm enjoying them so much, I thought it might be fun and a little bit different to go and see some of the PTU, because I don't do it that often, but I wanted to go and have a look at the Onyx facilities, and I'm seriously impressed. So that's the plan. But hopefully you're all well. I'm guessing, seeing as no one is saying you're muted, you can all hear me all right and everything else, so that's good news. Good evening, Del. Good to see you. So yeah, that's the plan at the moment, and we'll see how it goes. Bit of a long day. Had a few things to do today, so yes, we'll figure it out. Who are you and what have you done with him? Who am I and who have I done with who? I didn't do it. Nobody saw me do it. You can't prove anything. So, yes, that. So there is a plan. We are going to do some stuff, which is kind of cool. It also means I get to switch the camera off. You guys don't have to look at the glaring reflection of my glasses, which is, good news. And just some straight up gameplay, which I think is going to be good for all involved. So yeah, happy days. So good. Right. So, to scoot across, first things first, then, we're basically going to have a very quick look at the resource drive news, which, if you're not already aware, is this. Hello, Fraser, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. But, oh good. Well, that's great. That didn't work well, did it? So it's not that one. Which one are we going? Why is it not? Why are you not? I don't understand. Do you know what? I don't care anymore. Can I quit now? Is that a thing? Let's try this instead. Well, you've not got a camera, but do you know what? That's okay. We can deal with that. That's fine. The big news is this section here, which is Resource drive now extended into 4.3 because of all the problems that people are having. So 4.3 will not be the end kind of deadline for resource drive. So if people are feeling a little bit up against it to try and get all the stuff done that they want done before 4.3, don't worry. Resource drive has been extended a few more weeks into 4.3.0. This gives you extra time to jump in and enjoy the event alongside the fixes we rolled out at 4.2.1. Which, funny enough, brings me on to the next thing that I was going to say, which is this. So this is the monthly report for the PU that was released earlier on this week, and this is the problem that I have with what they've just said, which is this. Throughout July, the core gameplay teams focused on freight elevators, providing fixes for critical issues raised during the resource drive event, while also improving the debugging tools alongside the QA team. This will ensure that future issues can be triaged faster with more initial information for investigation, which is a very interesting way of saying that they possibly haven't fixed the issue, right? There's no positive confirmation in that. They have provided some fixes for critical issues, but they're not saying that they fixed it. And I think that you can kind of read into that the issue is probably bigger than just something that sits in the freight elevator code, because they kind of stopped rolling out fixes for 4.2.1, and 4.3 ended up in all waves PTU very, very quickly. So it's probably just worth bearing that in mind. Other than that, a couple of other interesting things in here to kind of take a look at. Of course, our baby, the Perseus. Ta-da! I know this has been floating around for a little bit now, but a very, very good-looking ship, kind of on the port quarter of the ship, looking towards the turret and the bridge. So yes, we're looking like some good progress has been made. I'm kind of trying to figure out if these are windows down here, maybe into the crew quarters and stuff off the bridge. That'd be kind of cool. But it's looking like a tasty ship. Avi says extending it is good. Hopefully they did feast at least more elevators. Tried doing some more of it, and out of 6 messages only found one good elevator. Ends up being so irritating I don't want to play. Yeah, that's kind of that's been a lot of people's experiences. I think. I mean, I've been lucky in that kind of I've ended up acquiring, thanks Gemmac, a lot of kind of the materials that I need. But I've had on Friday I had a bit of a rage, because I had 3 bugs back to back, which basically meant I lost 3 Taurus loads of cargo, without being able to do anything with it, and it kind of it upset me a little bit. When you're just like, I don't want to play this game anymore. But there you go. This looks like it very well may be the Apollo bridge. Because it looks like the Mantis. In some respects, like the open bays and stuff to the side. But it's not. So yeah. This looks like it might be the Mantis stuff. Mad Teapot says, I spent the morning scavenging all of the asteroid bases, managed about 130 SCU, just picking up floating boxes. Interesting. Percy looks like the top deck got a bit wider, or they shrunk the bridge some, and thinking those are windows as well. Yeah, I was sent a very interesting, I'm just going to see if I can kind of pull it up here. I was sent a very interesting link earlier on today, by a chap in one of our voice chats, which is they'd done a comparison between the old mesh version and this. And let's see if we can just load it up here. So this was sent to me by Widget. I'm not sure if he goes in the same thing, same name in here, but effectively what you're looking at is an overlay of like the old version, and it does seem to have gotten a little bit chunkier out here. These bits kind of sticks out a lot more, as you can see. So she does seem to have gotten chunkier, as is the way with a lot of Star Citizen ships. But I don't actually have a problem with that. I think she still looks pretty solid. It's kind of cool. But yeah, really nice video there by Widget. just showing us kind of how that works. I'm just going to cycle back through. There we go. But yeah, that bridge looks great if the elevator goes to the ground. This one here, yes, potentially. I mean, I can't imagine where else it goes. So yeah, looks like the Apollo. And there's not a lot else in here. I kind of skim read it. I didn't really have a look at too much. I think there was one bit that I saw that it was kind of made me go, oh, I quite like that. And it was something about them working on new animals, plural, or more animals, plural. I think it's in this one. Then again, I could be misremembering, and it could be in the last one. You know, stranger things have happened. Hey, Fraser. Yeah. So Fraser is Widget, Widget is Fraser. But yes, good comparison video, just showing kind of how the vessel has got a little bit chunkier. Some fixes to the nav mesh stuff that's going on here. You know, a lot of this is just they almost kind of uh, try to bamboozle you with stuff. What was interesting is this bit. I like this. So they've talked for a little while now about they're going to try and get more things across to us more than just using text. So whether it's the load screen of the game or anything else, and this seems to confirm that they are working on just that right now. The facial animation team processed content from June's performing capture suit, including several new mission givers and a mini boss. Mini boss is interesting. They then worked alongside narrative to create and finalize animation for various TV broadcast characters that will populate the verse, including James Harriman. So that's kind of cool. So it looks like getting almost in the same style as Cyberpunk, getting those newscast characters and getting a little bit information as you move around, being able to hear those broadcasts. Maybe even being able to pick that up in your ship. Although I don't think you're going to be able to sit there and just tune in and watch a channel, because that's an awful lot of content. But you know, maybe updates and things like that. So that's kind of cool. Um, Yep, Paladin, Greybox Gate. So they've got some issues. It sounds like it didn't pass because of the side turret setup, which is fine. Drake Ironclad's getting some internal revision to improve the time around the ship, which is no bad thing. Yeah, Meteor came out. 4 unannounced vehicles came down the pipeline too. The first was kicked off and is approaching the end of the white box phase. Some issues around its cargo mechanism. So doesn't mean it's a cargo ship, but certainly means we're getting some more ships with cargo capacity. Socially, hello, buddy. Good evening. Good to see you. Yeah, so a few bits and pieces. The third continued to development with all its rooms receiving further geometry. Yeah, good stuff. Apollo and Triage, so the medevac and the Triage passed the Lot Zero, which is great. And the Perseus is in Lot Zero now. So, yeah, exciting. And work, or pre-work, continues on the Kraken, which is kind of exciting. Because another big ship. Could that cargo ship be the Radiant? It could be anything with cargo. But, given the description that they've made, some issues around its cargo mechanism. When you talk about a mechanism, that's kind of interesting. So it may well be that. The question is the verse ready for triangular SCU storage boxes yet or not? We'll see. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through too much of this at all because there's just loads of stuff, um, um, you know, which is interesting. Is you know, quantum interdiction has now been updated for server meshing. They reckon, um, yeah, still want to see the word quanta in here somewhere. This never seems the economy after that incredible quanta presentation. The economy, this feels like an underwhelming. I don't think I've ever seen anything in here which makes me go woohoo. Maybe that's a result of Tony Z not being there anymore. I don't know. Hey, Rusty Pigeon, good to see you, my friend. Yeah. So alongside this, the team supported Alpha 4.3 deliverables for creating missions that encourage players to engage with the new content. And we're going to go see some of that potentially today. So there's that. What's the EPTU announcement, Jackal? What did I miss? Yeah, quite, Teapot. Exactly that. The R&D team's focus shifted exclusively to analysing performance and optimising engine and game code. This will remain the primary focus for the foreseeable future. This, to me, is more kind of anecdotal evidence that this push towards stability and everything else is directly linked to the upcoming launch of Squadron 42, which, interestingly, may well have changed yet again because I don't know if you've seen Grand Theft Auto has been pushed back to quarter 3. So yeah, interesting. Because if they are trying to avoid Grand Theft Auto and being released too close to them, it probably now means that it's getting pushed to beginning 2027 or first half of 2026. If they're trying to avoid it, of course they might not. They might try and go toe to toe with it, especially seeing as it's on a different platform. But all I'll say to that is that when Grand Theft Auto 5 launched, it was the fastest single selling piece of media, entertainment media ever. Film, music, TV, games. Grand Theft Auto 5 is the fastest selling piece of media when it launched. And it launched on PlayStation. That means there's going to be a lot of people considering picking up a PS5 if they don't already have one just to play it. That's tough to compete with. So yeah, that. Yeah. So EPTU. So do you mean Evo Carty, or are we talking about Tech Branch? Interesting. Notorious. Good to see you, my friend. So yeah. Like we say, this push towards optimization, performance, bug fixing, stability, all that sort of stuff, all seems to indicate that we are at least on track for an imminent launch. And by imminent, I mean within the next kind of, I guess, 16, 17 months of Squadron 42, which is about as imminent as it gets with Star Citizen, I guess. So yeah. Um, The devs also started work on the inventory UI that was revealed in the Earning in the Verse stuff, which is good news. Um, delivering the stuff that they're showing us much quicker than they seem to normally, or at least starting to work on it. So that's good news. The UI team continued to support an upcoming gameplay event, contributing more interactive and environmental screens than ever before. This followed the usual process of working closely with the game designers to create the layout, defining the look with concept art, and then working with tech design to implement them in game. And the environmental stuff, that is certainly something that we're going to be having a look at in a short while when I switch over to the game and we start playing some Onyx. So yeah, that's where we are at the moment. Um, interesting, or some interesting updates. But in the main, and I might have picked up, I might have missed a couple of really interesting points. And if you've seen any, then by all means, kind of highlight them. But I think it's, again, not a huge kind of content update in terms of surprises or anything else, other than there's a lot of ships being worked on at the minute, and some of them are very, very popular. So that's kind of cool. Um, yeah. I suppose the only other bit, and I'm not going to go back to it, but I'll just read it out to you. Item expiry feature kicked off, which allows designers to define the functionality lifetime of items. This is intended for items such as keycards, like Hathor, etc., that are only meant to be usable for a limited amount of time before they become non-functional. An item's expiry state and timer will be visible in the inventory. Progress on item recovery tier 1 continued. So kind of they put it on the same line, and I don't know why. But yeah, the idea now that the keycards that you print and stuff will not be yours forever. they will need to be used within a set of time, which is obviously going to massively affect, you know, the moves into the exact hangers and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, some stuff to look at and bear in mind. Now, I'm going to boot up the game on this end, so apologies if what you're going to end up with is a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Like slideshow, but we'll get across as quickly as we can. Red Boxster, hello, buddy. I wonder how many hours gameplay Squadron 42 will be. Have there been any leaks about this over the years? Yeah, so I think they said, was it 40, 45 in the single player, which is serious when you put it up against like that Modern Warfare 7 or whatever it was, the really good one with all the night vision. So yeah, I think we're going to end up with decent numbers of gameplay on that. So that's going to be good news. I'm just going to boot up now, kill the audio for a second from the game, and then we'll change over. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Squadron. I've got to say, I think the biggest challenge for them with Squadron is getting the pacing right, because that was a slow tutorial, very very good tutorial, but very slow. Right? And even people who know nothing about the game said the same thing. If you watch that Kai Zamet guy, as a filmmaker, talking about, you know, what he thought of it, that was something that he said as well. It was like, this is slow, and he's not wrong. So interesting. So it looks like the name for patch 4.3 is Dark Territory, which would make sense with the Onyx facilities. Onyx obviously being dark. So yeah, good stuff. Let's jump across now so we can play that. Let's have a look. I'm going to put the audio on as well for you guys. Just let me know where we sit in terms of volume. If it's bad, then, you know, just shout up. Shouldn't be able to hear anything just yet. But yeah, I'll keep an eye on the audio as well. It should be quieter than my voice, obviously, so it doesn't disappear. And yeah. So there you go. Kruger reveals the L-21 Wolf. The company announces their first ship made entirely in-house. So yeah, because they were talking about a Kruger ship being the reward for the videos that are going to be shown at CitizenCon. So maybe we're actually being shown that right now, which is kind of, you know. Okay, so hopefully the audio's not too disruptive. I know hangars are really loud anyway, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get geared up, and then we are going to head over to so my character is, let's not do that, that looked weird, but my character is we have John Wick at home. See, ta-da. So yeah, do these facilities actually exist, or are they generated for the missions? No, they exist. They are permanent, just like Hathor. So that's kind of exciting. Let's go and grab an undersuit. I just want a stone skin if we've got one. Have I got a stone skin? We should have a stone skin. There we go. Lovely. The good news is I've been and bought some armor and weapons and stuff before we kicked off. So I'm literally going to put this kit on, and then we are going to go straight out there and go and have a look at these facilities. Now, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to get completely damned for doing so, but when I did this the first time round, what we found was that there weren't a lot of people because of the system or the planet that I've chosen as my starter. Basically, there aren't a lot of people there. I can go there, it's no problem, it's all good. And I don't get intercepted. Now that I've said that, we are going to get repeatedly jumped by other players, I can tell, but, you know, whatever. Let's just give it a go. So the one thing I will say about Onyx is a lot of it is very, very dark. So Just knocked the lights off. If you can hear clicking and stuff in the background, there we go. Bom, bom, bom. Okay, so I picked up some of the weapons. So the Zenith stuff will pick up plenty in there, I promise, so don't panic. But yeah, they are seriously good bits of kit. Monster, hello, buddy. Shinobi Trip, good to see you, my friend. Just in case I haven't said hello already. So what we're going to do, just while I finish this off, we're going to go call up the ship. Just so things are happening at the same time.
Welcome to the vehicle retrieval system.
Let's take that one.
Your vehicle contains visitors.
Hopefully the noise isn't too soul destroying. There we go. It is just the loudest part of the game though, right? Let's go and load all this up. I'm hoping that we'll find some Paramed refills in there because I forgot to pick those up from the pharmacy. And I'm not running up there now. That's going to be redonkulous. So the whole point is I'm going to take some extra ammo, split it off, put it in the Terrapin because there are personal hangars at these facilities. So, yeah. If we respawn, hopefully we'll be able to move back in. Socially says, I tried an Onyx base 2 days ago. I was gunned down so fast I wish I had bought a combat helmet and a night vision scope. Yeah, I'm sorry, sad to hear that, but we'll give it a go. I've been doing okay, as my video will attest. So even if I get my ass kicked up and down the houses this evening, we'll see that later on it's going to be okay. Oh, there we go. I was going to say. Okay, so these are the missions that you get. This is all the trying to find, basically, Dr. Logan Jorrit. That's the guy that masterminded Stormbreaker and the irradiated Valakar. So this is what we're after. I've already done an intro mission, which it seems to be able to remember here. Because it says here, from the personnel files recovered, that was what we did in our intro mission. We're now going to go and do that, and then we'll find out what he's got to say. Is he going to talk to us? Are we going to get the voice file? There we go. No. Yes. No. Yes, no. No, yes. Yes.
So, that last upload was useful, but we still don't know why it twisted his old stomping grounds. If you can find the next file he accessed in the engineering sector, it might paint us a clearer picture. I'll leave you to it.
There you go. So basically now, we are going to try and find out why Jorrit's going back to the Onyx facilities. There's one on every moon, and as you've probably figured out, because of where I am, it's not a popular location to be spawning at the minute. So I was doing that basically on the hope that we would see less players. So that's what we're going to go and do now. Always cool, the deploy armor. So I'm at ArcCorp at the minute. The whole point of coming to ArcCorp is that, you know, not a lot of players. People don't seem to be here that much at all. So there's that. Also, socially, if I get stream sniped, I know it's you. Slap your weeboo lights on. No, absolutely not. My Terracum got stored when I died, so no respawn yet. Yes, there's a medical facility, which is really interesting, because if you log out there, you wake up there in the medical facility, but the medical facility can't be used for respawns. I'm going to go and show you all this when we get there, because it's all well worth a look. But I don't want to cover too much of like what I'm going to show you guys in the video, but also I want to show you enough to make the stream interesting, right? Please stop doing that. Just take me to Lyria. Just take me to Lyria. Just stop doing that. Just. I don't know where we're going. Mackie Moose, hello, buddy. Just seen you come in. Sorry I didn't say hello sooner. But welcome in. Take a seat, make yourself comfortable, and let's go do some Onyx stuff. So yeah, so the exteriors of these are not particularly impressive. There's not a lot there, so don't expect them to be incredible. I mean, they are functional, as you would expect kind of secret research bases to be. They're not huge flashing lights and advertising, and that makes sense. But, so yes, Jag, that happened during PTU. I don't know if that's intentional, but I actually woke up in the medical facility at Onyx because it's a personal hangar. So you wake up in the medical place whilst you're here. But yeah, you can't set your spawn here. The medical facilities doesn't actually do treatment or respawn or anything. I mean, it might do treatment, but it certainly doesn't do respawns. I know, I tried. Because I was like, while I'm here and recording, because the first 3 times I died at this place, I died to bugs. So yeah. And funnily enough, you know all the ladder improvements they said? Yeah, it was the ladder that killed me. The 3rd time. I was hoping these underground facilities would have been part of the district centres. Yeah, so they're certainly not this time round. But, that looks like a ship, is it? Yeah, there's something there. What is it? Carrack? Okay. So I don't think these areas have, what do you call it? I don't think they have armistice zones outside. Yeah, here we go. Lots of people. People have started playing it more now. So we've got more ships. The other thing is you only get up to a large hangar, so you're not going to come and land in an Idris or Polaris. You know, unless what you do is you know, bring a small shuttle ship with them. Okay. But this is what they look like. There's a little bit of like area outside with platforms and stuff. I'm guessing there's like entrances for ground vehicles that'll be used at some point in the future. But at the moment, this is it. This is all they are. They're nothing impressive to look at. I don't think you can actually get into that main building. But here we go. Touchdown. There's no exterior access. No, I hadn't figured that out. There is an area like under the building where there's vehicle ramps going up and in, but there's nothing at the moment that works. I think they probably just added it for future potential use. Truther, good evening, buddy. Good to see you. So what we're going to do is we're going to split some stuff off here, and we're going to kind of prep for the inevitable ganking that's going to happen. So let's go and set our respawn point here. Hopefully that works. And it stays in here. So there's that. Didn't they add like 120 of these? Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. Because there's one on every moon, basically. Or at least one on every moon. In Stanton. Can I just edit that? Yeah, there we go. Let's do 40. No. Alright, I realised I just punched the mic there, so you probably heard that. That was likely to be a little unpleasant, but apologies. Okay, let's put that ammo in there, so we're good to go, and let's go and do some. You should check to see if a ship's stored when you leave the hangar. No, so it stayed here every single time since. So I've never experienced it despawning on me. And like I said, I've been here a couple of times now. So it doesn't seem to be a problem. Okay, so this is the bit that's weird. So the hangar looks generally the same apart from this bit. Except as you get to here, you might be able to hear. You can hear like the normal noise and bustle, but the areas are supposed to be shut down. So that's a little bit weird. And as you go in, you can already see it's going to start getting a little bit like dark and whatnot. And that's not kind of filling me with confidence. The fact the gun keeps popping up. So in we go. This first bit, no threat. Okay, because as you see, as we go up to the lobby, we're going to enter an armistice zone. So this first bit is fine, right? This first bit is no threat to us. So the ASD research facilities are kind of split into 3 wings, 2 of which are accessible now, 1 of which will be accessible later. All of this looks really, really cool. The lobby area and such. I really like this. The 3rd wing, I think, so you've got engineering, which is 1, you've got research, which is 2. And then the 3rd wing, if you come up to this bit, you'll see that there's a lift to go down. Right? Although it doesn't seem to have anything on it, that doesn't mean, like, there can't be a panel here or something. In fact, I think there might be. But at the moment, it's blocked off by a trolley that no one seems to be able to move. So maybe that's going to work later on, and that will be the 3rd wing. The other thing to bear in mind is these areas up here, because that's where we're going to pop out once we've done some of our mission stuff. But in here, a couple of things worth noticing. There is a med station in here. There are some lootable crates as you run around, the little medic ones. Here you go. And some of this might be useful to us because, as it will hint, decontamination pens are going to be useful. So a little bit of stuff here. What you will notice if you jump on one of the med beds is that I came up to this. It won't let you regen. So just back to current location does not support regeneration. See. So yeah, there's also a couple of things that make me think that this is all going to get extended. Right, hatches that look like they might actually open. At some point, but they don't now. So again, decon pen. Let's put all that in the backpack. Hang on. I thought I put that in the... That's weird. Did you see on the loot it had the stack of AR stuff? Oh, it's gone now. Okay. It did. I promise. Watch your back. Watch your back later. But yeah, that was strange. So there you go. Right, I'm going to leave some decon pens for other people because I'm nice like that. And we are going to head down into engineering. Now, the interesting thing here is engineering is both engineering and research come with their own threats. There's also like a point of no return that you'll reach where you can't come back that way anymore. It's like the big drop in a lot of FPS games, right? Like Space Marine. If you played Space Marine or Space Marine 2, you'll be familiar with the concept that you reach a point, you can't go back that way once you've jumped down something. These have the same thing. So once you've done it, if you go past that point, and this is where the sounds all get a little bit creepy. There's someone in here. Because these guys are dead. Lots of dead people. And the big Valakar's up, the adult Valakar. Not the big one, but the big one. They have gotten so good with their location design. It's freaky. This place is so cool. Wait. Quit it. Watch the dust it like upsets off of everything as well. You kind of saw it there. You'll see it much better on the other side. There you go. It's that kind of. Bet you can't shoot me from there. Hey! Great success. This is the point of no return that I was talking about. The bit that's really interesting is... It's normally these things. Is this it? Is this as far as I've got to go? No. Stop it. Here we go. Can I... Is this it? Nope. It's somewhere further down. Which is good, because then we... Oh my god. Look, I've killed you once. Stop it. I have this conversation again. Maybe he triggers every time. But that's the point of no return crossed. What's also quite cool about these locations is... That's diagnostics data. I kind of don't want that. Is there are fabrication stations kicking around, right? So these things down here... Is there one down here? There was one down here somewhere. That make you little items so you can patch up. So that's patched up with RMC. Someone's patched that up. No. I don't want to get involved in fights with Valakar. Sod off. I'd rather not. What? Who's move? Rude. Like I said, rude. Just rude. I don't even know. Oh, it's over here. Good. So yeah, this is kind of creepy, kind of stressy. This is a lot of the above, and this is a player, right? Yeah, there you go. Oh shit. No. I'd rather not. No. No, don't want to play. No, go away. Rude. Yeah. No one warned me about my mag. How could you not warn me? You monsters. So this is storage over here. Well, thank you. Please and thank you. Gonna use the one on my gun instead because it's less aggressive, right? So these are your escapes now. Now that we've thanks Teapot, appreciated that, mate. You git. So these are the escapes, and do you remember where I said in the lobby I pointed to like the upper floors? That's where this takes you. So now that you've passed the point of no return, these are your only ways out. Sorry, I keep punching my mic. I do apologise. I've moved it. It won't happen anymore. But I know I hate it when people do stuff like that. So, let's go into the storage area itself. Here you go. So here's one of the Volt rifles. Or the Zenith snipers. So what's really interesting, do you remember we said they were loud? With the charging, that's why. It's automatic. You just charge up. And that clicking sound that you heard as it charged is really damn loud. I saw another one down there. There he is. Ouch. And this is why I say, when you come in here, make sure you bring a, make sure you bring reloads and lots of parameds, because you'll end up getting lots of tears like that. Ooh, so that's a bit stressy. But yeah, so, like, the AI are aggressive. They respawn fairly regularly. Reload. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. I got that the second time round. That's fun. But yeah, I'm liking how these feel, like, in the sound design and stuff. I'm guessing that's part of the new sound guy that was on the stream. But that sound of, like, the pulse coming down the way, I'm hoping that it's picking it up as well, as good for you guys as it is for me. But oh my god, it's just so good. Right, and here's the interesting thing. So you're like, I couldn't understand why I was finding loads of these cambio light things. Turns out you need them to repair stuff. So when you're running around and it's you know, like those pipes and stuff, you don't have to bring it with you, or if you forget, go all the way back. There are ones kind of kicking around, ready to go. Now, let's see if the audio file thing is fixed. Do you see what I mean? There's loads of doors and stuff that don't go anywhere yet and can't be utilised, but obviously they're looking to expand it all. So, yeah, this was a really unfortunate, you know, shitter accident by the sounds of things. Yeah, so it's these things, right? Oh, here we go.
How bold we were back then.
Works!
While I admit this new method of power generation was flawed, it's impressive that this anomaly is still sustaining after all these years. In fact, I might be able to draw upon its power for my new project. Well, I'll be damned. Seems like the bastard might be hiding somewhere in Onyx. I'm going to run down a few leads and see if I can figure out where. I'll contact you when I have more. Until then, I'd get out of there as soon as you can. Can't be good for your health to linger down there for too long.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Tear injury already, man. But, like, the locations are crazy good. And also, what's really cool about that is that in the last couple of PTU patches, that wasn't working. So you go up and press F on it. I'm guessing possibly because they're mission items, but they sit there anyway. So if you don't have the mission, they don't play. But you're clicking on them thinking that it's just like, I don't know, some sort of flavor stuff added to the game. So, yeah. It's kind of cool that that's in now. So we now need to get out and up towards the exit. Or, well, what do you think? Is that the end of it? Or do we continue on through some of the other wings? What do you guys want to see? Do you want to see me go on here and almost certainly die? Or do you want to see the research wing? Like, what's the... Because, of course, now the objective is to leave, which is boring. Keep rolling. Yeah. Bloody hell, everyone's got an opinion. Hey, stop it. Even the Valakar wants me to continue on, apparently. So let's nick some of his ammo. Yes, please, if you don't mind. Keep going. Okie dokie. Well, we can do that. No issue. Whilst this Valakar gets very angry and spits stuff. You see how cool that is? Because I was here behind the shield, it didn't get me. Like, it's very clever. Hey, bud. No, 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 no. Play nice, play nice, play nice, play nice. I know I've only got 4 rounds left. Oh, I thought I might have been able to take him. Jesus. No. Surprise. Rude. Really? Really? Oh no, what? Is that frozen for you guys as well? Because that's frozen for me. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Wait for the program to respond. I'm guessing not, right? So let's go back to full face. I've killed some of the lights, so it might not look, but also I'm getting flashbanged by that. So yeah, that's unfortunate. So let's go back. I'm sure I'll be dead now, right? But let's give it a go and go back, and we'll see if we can get it to work. Yes. Cancel launch game. Yeah, the location, like the level design is awesome, right? And when you go into the research wing, it's proper scary. And I've given a couple people a glimpse of the start of this video that I'm making about Onyx. And I lean very heavily into the horror side of things on the intro. So, you know, looking forward to getting that out this week, because we're going to be back to weekly content, because I say so. So that, apart from the last week in August, so just talk about this while we're here. So a couple of dates for you. Not that you plan your life around the streaming schedule, but 24th of August, the Sunday, I'm traveling down to see family. It's the first time I'm seeing them this year after Christmas. So going to go see family, going to spend the week with them, which is going to be awesome. Looking forward to taking Dad to the Brewdog pub in Plymouth, which we always go to, and we set the world straight, drink far more than we should, etc., etc. Yeah, so here's an interesting thing. I'll switch back across while we're talking. Where are we? VidCap. There we go. So it actually says your current location, so it's not a bug. You actually respawn there. So yes, so let's get in and see what happens. But yeah, it's unfortunate because that's the first time I've had that crash. I thought that was more about me streaming than about the PTU. But if you guys are experiencing it as well, then it's PTU stuff. So yeah, so I won't be around that week. I'm hoping that I will have some content, even if it's just a couple of shorts, ready to go for that week while I'm away. I'll be back on the 31st to stream, so I'll be back ready to go because I'll be at work the following day. But it just means that, you know, I'll not be around for stream on the 24th. So 2 weeks from today. So yeah, which is a bit of a shame because that'll be in the depths of 4.3. But I'm hoping the video and everything else that I get out to you guys will be good. So yeah, so what's interesting about this stuff that's going on is that ASD are obviously trying to distance themselves from Logan Jorrit, the doctor that we heard in the voice recording. They're obviously saying that this is... There you go. So we are incapacitated. Shockingly. So let's go and end that. That's fine. You go down and find my body again. That's no problem at all. And of course, I mean, that's just rude, right? Like, stop. Oh no, it's kicking me back out to Area 18. Okay, so we are having this now then. So I've not experienced this before, but now I am. So maybe it's a change. Maybe it's just not working as intended. But yeah, stop. He's already dead. Like, this is just... Like, alright, we get it. You want me dead. I killed a couple of you. Like, and then I had to literally disconnect for you to be able to kill me. So, stop. Just stop. No, I think it's. I think it is going to pump me back there. If I was a betting man, because that way I'm not disappointed, whichever way it goes, right? Or we could just black screen. I just. No, it's in. It's it. This isn't on board. This is definitely area 18. Yeah. So there we go. Right. Well, I mean that's not going to stop me. I'm definitely going back. And then we can go and do the research wing. Because, hang on, but I got the... Is it basically going to get me to return and then leave? Yeah, it is, look. Return to the facility, leave the facility. Like, come on, guys. Like, what? What? I mean, maybe that may be a very good reason why the ships are outside. Because if they're outside, you can respawn there. If they're in those hangars, clearly, then it doesn't work. Or it doesn't work anymore. Which is why I was so shocked at the point that there were people actually in there, or there were ships actually around the facility, because there weren't the first time I played it, because obviously you didn't need to, so...
How's it going?
Hey. Hi. There's a lot of NPCs. It's supposed to be replicating the or simulating the issues that they're having with the regen crisis. If you listen to some of them, they're whinging. Some of them are getting quite gobby at the staff as well, which is a bit crappy because it's not like the staff can solve the regen crisis. But there you go. Or is the text a lie? I mean, I was hoping Teapot, and I'm sure you guys were too, but no, it wasn't a lie. But yeah, I mean, these new locations just look awesome. The sound, yeah, thanks. The sound design is great. You know, they've just done a really good job. They have done a really good job. Right, I don't like that helmet. Let's use this one instead.
How's it going?
Oh, go on. Nope. I'll take that one off. And then put that one on. There we go. Winner. Dear diary. Jackpot. And this is why I'm not allowed nice things. So yeah. Park in Medoff Planet and take a shuttle down would be my way. Yeah, exactly that. You know, I think... Or, the one thing that we should absolutely be doing, and we will be doing when this goes live, is taking a group of us and dealing with things that way. So you've got medics to bring each other up and that sort of stuff. So yeah, I think going in here as a group is going to be good fun. They're great locations, they really are. Anyway, sorry, getting distracted for a second. Yeah, so great locations. Engineering's awesome. Research wing feels very different. And is also very, very creepy for reasons that you're about to discover.
Waiting passengers should be mindful of the platform's edge.
So yeah. Promised immortality doesn't work. Badgers, stop whining. Stop whinging. I mean, yeah, yes, but also no. I mean, you can whinge. It's just, you know, I don't think you're going to get, you know, any further down the research as to why multi-million pound, you know, billion, probably trillion-dollar research into clones. I don't think you're going to achieve any of that by shouting at the receptionist. Right? Just saying. But yeah. So, location is cool, Persis is cooler. Facts. But yeah. I don't know why it's all of a sudden decided to go really, really slow like this, because this is frustrating. But it has been very warm today as well, so there might be a slight temperature issue. So, that Kana looks like Barney's vomit. Just saying.
Now arriving.
So what do you think? Do we go back for my Do we go back for my guns? For the ammo and stuff, and then move from there? Or do we just go straight into research wing? It's basically going to affect, like, how much ammo I take in with me. If I'm only going back to my ship, then that's fine. Or so back to my body, then that's fine. I can take a few mags in. If we're going to go into research, I'm going to need a lot of mags. Research wing? That's one vote from Dell.
Hello, and welcome to Riker.
Go both sides? Absolutely.
Servicing the greater
Let's do that then.
metropolitan area.
Fantastic.
We hope you have safe travels wherever your final destination may be.
And then maybe we can go and get my body later, right? All the bits off my body. Which wing, Space Saga? You want to go further into engineering, or you want to go into the research wing? I tell you what, research wing is visually impressive, so let's do research wing. If we got time, we can go back to engineering. I just don't know how many Valakar I can fight in one sitting.
Your vehicle has been phase visited.
Go, lovely, lovely. We can have you for the next few hours. Let's do both. Yeah, so there are multiple floors all the way to the bottom with Onyx. What's really interesting is, I don't know if the contract's going to be there. No, it's not. So, the contracts are supposed to be done in order. So I think this is it, and then we'll get research data, and then that's it. And then you go further and further in and do more things as you complete each contract in the chain. When it first came to PTU, there was no chain. Once you've done the introductory mission, they all open to you. And one of the missions, to recover data, the reward was just over 1 million credits. So yeah. Last time I did that and jumped down onto that platform from a very small height, I died. That would have been rage-inducing. Take a hover bike across, yeah. Get the hover bike to make moving around your hangar easier. Why did it make the engine powering off sound when I did that? I just pooped. That was upsetting. I still want them to add a small pad inside the XL hangar. I mean overkill? Question mark?
Shields online. Shields offline.
Totally meant to do that. Not.
Quantum drive is now on.
I just want it all. I mean, I appreciate the sentiment. I don't know what your chances are, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Is now off.
There we go. Success. And now I don't have the mission, question mark. So let's see. It might be the next mission in the chain, right? Is the research stuff. But it doesn't. I might get sent to the other moon at the same time, so research files, yeah, there you go. Okay, and it is a different one. Which one is it? Walla. Okay, fair enough. Alright, we'll leave the body there. Hang on, now I've got no ammo.
Here's the score. Since we confirmed that Dr. Jorrit's been to the facility recently, so I can learn why. I've pinpointed the last files he accessed. Go there and see if you can find out what's going on.
Quantum drive is now on.
I haven't played any of the PTU. Are the missions being spread between the locations in reality, or is it still sending everyone to the same 2 or 3 places? No. So this is sending everyone to different places. So now the missions are dependent on where you are. Or some of them are, at least. In previous PTU versions, it was doing this. And then for one of them, it gave you all of them, interestingly. And it just told you where the hand-in was. And from the hand-in, you kind of were able to figure out that actually, you know, I know where this is. Let's just burn over there for a bit. Give them a wee-woo lights. So yeah, so at the moment, there are, like I say, facilities on every moon, and it seems to be whichever location you're at, whichever planet you're at, that is the one that you end up being sent to. You know, it might be, obviously, if you're at Hurston, there are 4 moons and 4 sets of research facilities, so you might be bouncing around between them a bit, but you're at least not going from planet to planet. Yeah. Sorry, bit of a burn, but all of my ammo and stuff is obviously in that terrapin, so I'm going to get the terrapin back, and then, you know, use the terrapin instead. So yeah, I mean, I don't think so. Interestingly, when I played the only players that I've encountered, and I get that this is sample bias because it's only one instance, they shot at me and they hit me, and then they realised I was a player and they stopped shooting, and then we kind of covered each other for a bit, and then I moved off and did my own thing. So that was kind of an interesting thing. I think, again, one of the things that is working in these locations is that aside from generic loot, the stuff that you need, you can't loot off of other players, right? So it's not like anyone has a massive mission benefit. Of course, you'll still get the griefers who want to kill you and whatnot, but there isn't massive mission benefit to coming and attacking people. So, you know, it's not like people are going, well, these guys have probably collected stuff, I'm going to kill them because it gets the stuff done quicker. The only people who are going to attack you in these places are the ones who were going to do it anyway, right? But the cooperative zones with that lift, very potentially could be instanced, you know? Turpin, hello. Okay, so that's that. Let's jump back into the Turpin, go do the other mission, and go and have a look at the research wing. From what I can tell, the wings are identical regardless of where you go. So they are just cut and place facilities. I'm not seeing much of a difference. If it is, it's the kind of the set dressing stuff and not really anything else, right? Yes, Jekyll didn't work. But a couple of other people have reported the same thing, so unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, let's do this. Let's do the same again. Oh. Let's do that. 1, 2. We'll pop that in there, and let's get out of here. So yeah. So we're going to head to the other research facilities. For those that have just joined, we're going to head to the other research facilities. So no issue. Yeah, you can. I just I end up doing it manually for literally no reason.
Shields offline.
It's a waller. I don't think the quantum beacon works from here, but the reason you get quantum beacon is these locations only have a marker when you have a contract to take you there, which is really good because it means that other people need to know where they are to go to them, right? Which again is cutting down on the griefing. Whereas Hathor, there's always locations you can go there regardless of what you're doing. With these locations now, this quantum beacon, like I say, only it's mission specific, which is kind of cool. So yeah, it's not eliminating the chance that you get involved with other people. You know, when you start mixing it up with other people. Sorry, I realised how loud that was then. Jesus, like, there's a couple of decibels and all of a sudden it just gets silly. There you go, that's better. Sounded okay on stream, did it? Good. Okay, in that case I might knock it back up again in a sec. That's still okay. If it's not, let me know and I'll adjust. Cool. Until all the shooting starts and then it just gets frantic. Mainly because I sit there screaming, but you know.
Shields online.
Much more interesting location for this one. Okay, research wing it is. Try not to lose my VTOLs as I go through the hangar doors. That would suck. Oh, and it's behind me again, which is weird. I had it the right way around, but clearly not.
Engines offline.
Okay, boys, round 2. Let's do this. Again, not filling me with full confidence. I didn't put my gun away there. The game did. It's just not. No, not so much. Working freight elevators was interesting. Maybe there's other stuff that we're going to end up bringing up. Just kind of cool, I guess. And off now to the research wing. Still got some of them detox pens and stuff, haven't we? Yeah. Not that we need them down here so much. Although, if we go to the length that I think we're going to end up going, we might well, because we're going to go through an area that I've never been before. If we end up going the way that I'm expecting. Kind of keeping an eye out for other players. This is engineering. Don't want to go this way, we want to go to research. By I say want to go. Like, want is a strong word when it comes to this place. Want is a very strong word. That's good news. It means it's not sat down there because someone else took it down. See, that sound makes me want to turn round and just leave. Did you hear that? Or was that just me? Like, did anyone else hear that? Or am I just going nuts? You heard that, right? Bring me the brown pants. Yeah, exactly. Here we go. So, this is an example of one's not a mission thing, but let's see if we can hear it anyway. No. So that's what I'm used to have happening. Obviously, because it's not part of the mission that we're supposed to be doing. Well, I mean, I'll do some food, sure. So yes, so click on it, nothing happens. And basically, I'm just going to do this with the camera here. For reasons that are about to become evident. But we are basically at the top of a large elevator block, which goes down multiple floors like that. And obviously the reason I'm doing that is because there's guys all over the place, and the minute I stick my head over, I'm going to get it shot off. But there are multiple floors below us. There we go. I think there was some guys on the other side as well. I saw like a shadow, so I'm gonna... That's rude. That guy had a sniper. Didn't quite like getting legged to death, you know? So, Whereas on the other side, we saw that the point of no return was that bridge. What we're going to see on this side is that the point of no return is this place. So this is now the level. Over here is the guys we just shot. I was just being rude. He's trying to shoot through the glass because he's stupid. Yeah. See that growling? That growling is not filling... I can see that guy there. I'm not bothered. Oh. No. Suspicious looking bush. Confirmed. That could refer to a number of things. And now I'm just being rude. Right. Got here. So there's loads of armor and stuff and all that good stuff. Yeah, see that growling? That growling's not filling me full of confidence. So these are obviously like ASD guys, I guess. It's that growling and panting. That's copion, right? Someone... Not copium. Those are copion, right? That growling. Please tell me that's copion and not like, you know, I'm about to get humped by something horrific. Or am I? Am I about to get humped by something horrific? Rude. Oh, never mind. See, now they're making a fool of me, right? Because I said, oh, they're being pretty responsive. And now they're just walking into it. But, you know, I'm not going to lie. I can deal with that. Some of them have interesting armor on me. Copian, yeah. I thought it was. What was that helmet he's wearing? Mars of SH. It's just really weird. An anti-armor arms. But okay. Okay, now we're going to go into... See, again, Xenotech. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did you see that jump? That was a genuine reaction. Because I pooped. So that guy's being rude. That guy's dead. Hello. And I am not... That's a nice big lobby with lots of open sight lines, and I'm good. That was rude. Rude, 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 rude. I don't think so, Popeye. I'm not going to lie. I kind of lucked out there a bit. You know? Back to basic rifle training. Hey, stop being rude. Yeah, so some of these guys seem to have like stuff that you can't pick up. But that's fine. Okay. So, and then in things you should never do in Star Citizen, which is like jump down like that, you've got to. That's the way down to the next floor, but we'll explore this in just a bit. And this, kids, is why I didn't want to stick my head out. Because you see over there, there's a bunch of bad guys over there. Again, more weapons and stuff. Some armor. Ooh, a pink Venture undersuit. And this is the bit that creeps me out. Why is there a Vandal ship here? And why is there a biomass thing? I mean, they're just being rude now. Also, the fire rate on this thing is redonkulous. Flick on that guy! Yeah, I know, 4 rounds. Bunny hopping son of a... Yeah. So, what I did try before... Yeah, that is the new sniper rifle, socially. What I tried before was I tried basically getting a bunch of bodies and putting them into the biomass thing. Not as successful as you might think. Dropper. I'll loot it off his body is the next thing. Yes. Good. I will take that, and that, and that, and one of those. I will also do this. Equip all? Question mark. And you can, if you want, drop down here as well. Which I'm not going to just yet. Rude. Much rude. So just so you can see what it looks like, there's the Vandal ship in all its glory. Rude. There's also other ways around, right? Like this. But I'm not entirely sure where I'm supposed to be going other than maybe dropping down a level. Maybe I'm supposed to go down there. But then again, I don't want to because that looks scary. So I'll leave that be. But, you know, multiple avenues of attack as we've just seen. I've kind of looped around here a couple times. They're nicely designed areas. You don't get as kind of... you know, as channeled as... Whoa! I mean, they do, apparently. I mean, I don't know how many more of these guys we're going to have to kill. But like I said, constant respawns, so it can be kind of problematic. I mean, we came down here with, what? A lot of mags. We're down to... we probably burnt through 2/3 of it. Dude. Dude made me jump. Right, with a dramatic death already. Jesus. Fucking main character syndrome. Go on, stick your head out again, I dare you. Go on, do it. Do it. Thanks. if the definition of insanity is doing the same thing multiple times and expecting a different response, what does that make you? No, I'm not going to stop shooting them with the balls. You're not the boss of me. That guy was wearing heavy armor, by the way, and that was a one-shot. So, yeah. So this is where it all starts to get really icky, okay? Because you've got this, which is it requires diagnostic data, which obviously gets inserted there. You've then got whatever the hell this is, which is some biomass experiment with blood all over it. You might have seen that in a video, which apparently powers the Vandal. If the respawns calm down, we'll try putting a bunch of these guys in. I can hear those damn Copian wherever they are. Oh yes, I remember. So we need to go across here because we're about to get jumped from the left. So... was also rather rude, but I survived, so there. And then we go around into this space, which I think is fairly clear, but this is where we start hearing Copian. There's dead bodies all over the place down there, which is not filling me full of confidence whatsoever. You hear him? This is normally where I get ganked, right? Where I'm trying to do this. This has got to work for biomass, right? This is how this works. I mean, this is also against the Geneva Convention, basic human decency, common sense. But, you know, like, I feel like the only real way to do this is to kind of load it up and then just scream for science at the top of your lungs. So, you know, for science. And I think this is where I need to go back up top. And hopefully don't get jumped by everyone whilst doing it. Yeah, well, it'll be me getting jumped. And this is where it says insufficient biomass, right? Yeah. More organic materials. I don't like the way you've said that, to be honest. Do you mind if I don't give you more organic? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Ouch, 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 ouch. I see your mother trucker. Ouch, 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 ouch. There's a bunch of them hiding down there, isn't there? Suppressing fire. Yeah. Okay. So let's try something else. So let's go and do the bit that I haven't done. So we got creepy Vandal biomass experiments, which, quite frankly, you can keep, sir. Let's go into the new area. I think if I remember rightly. Then again, I might not. Ooh, look what we found. Let's find out what Unhinged Dude has to say.
Coming back to Onyx has unearthed a lot of feelings. Anger that the suits at ASD lacked the vision to understand what I was doing, along with their unwillingness to acknowledge their ignorance. At the same time, I am exhilarated at what we were able to accomplish. The questions we were just starting to ask. But time has granted me the wisdom to see the path forward. To know the direction that we couldn't see back then. What I'm doing now will change things. It will redefine what it means
let's see what we got. Okay, that confirms it. He was definitely here and digging up his lost research, but we still don't know why.
So, what you're hearing while I
Find out more.
bravely hide in the
I'll see you
toilets
next steps.
is the NPC factions fighting each other. Because that's what they do here. So they're having at each other as well as having at us. Which is, frankly, kind of the only real respite we get down here. No thanks. Oh, that's... They're a level down shooting at each other, I think. So there's one last bit I want to try and show you, but it may require me to go up. Yeah, it does. I couldn't remember which floor it's on, because you can't get in there. Nope, I see you, but I don't want to take part in that. So, if I remember rightly, I kind of need to go up now. You watched me get absolutely ganked through here. That was the... Oh my god, with the dramatic deaths. I mean, probably am, you're right. But... Now, let's see if I can find you guys. Just thinking... Dumpty-dum. That might be through here. Yes. Here we go. So this is exactly what it says on the tin. Gravity Lab. Yeah, and you, again, so these fabrication terminals are kind of cool, because if you need stuff, you can get it made, which is useful. And I know we're supposed to be leaving, but that one's black. It's more tactical. And I like tactical. So that's what we're going for. Yeah, so we are burning through mags at a terrifying rate. Apologies about the frame rates, guys. I think it's just, you know, what you're already used to, which is, you know, one PC trying to stream it and render it all at the same time. What did she say? Why? What did I said that was what? That's what she said. Or was that just a really poor? That was she said. What's going on here, Edison? What was talked about? So maybe paramed devices? Question mark. Right, so here's where it starts to get weird. Because it wasn't weird already. Hopefully we're ready for this. Random bodies stuck to the window, because, you know, why not? And then this nonsense. Guessing what I need to do is go round. The bit that I'm not sure about here is that the last time I did this, radiation is great for your health. Precisely. So that's the med pen. It's a decom pen extra. I kind of don't want to use the extra one. Let's use this instead. That sounds like players. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do this instead. I don't think I do need a radiation suit. I think I'll be fine. However, this is the bit that I'm not liking. Even my character's shaking at the thought of facing Copion in here. Are you guys hearing what I'm hearing? Please no, Copion. Is that a fucking mind thing? Just a... Find out, shall we? Is that a mine? No. Okay. If it blows up now, I'm going to be angry. No, we're good. Please no Copion. Please no Copion. No Copion. Bad Copion. Nobody wants to play with Copion. Oh. Okay. So maybe not this way. Reload before dog. Good call. Let's do that. No. just no. I not only no, but fuck no. That's really uncomfortable and I don't want to be hearing it anymore. Thank you much, Lee. Why does it sound like it's getting closer? Good, is it? I guess I'll be going this way then. Can Copian AI deal with stairs? Because, like, if not... You know what I mean? I'm just going to hide on the stairs. That was almost no joy, wasn't it? I almost didn't make that. And now I didn't think this through, because I thought I could get off there, but I can't. I'm going to have to keep going down, aren't I? Why? Why did we do that? Bring him a gun. You are not wrong. What do I do here? Do I drop down there? Is that the way to do it? Possibly, right? Bad doggy! Bad doggy! Nope! Bad hellhounds! Bad hellhounds! Bad, 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 bad. I am so glad you guys cannot see me reacting to this, because I would be... Oh my god, there's more of them down there. Rude. And there's more up here. Rude. Just, if you wouldn't all mind, just... Oh no, bloody... Give it a rest, dogs. Jesus. Oh, backpack reload. Really? Nope. Oh my god, that was... unpleasant. Yeah, I heard you. Excuse me while I rip the horns off your dead friends. But they started it, so there. And now, I'm not gonna lie, I just want out. Like, I really, really, really want out. Like, I don't want to play this game anymore. Shit. I can have gun back, thank God. Oh. Yeah, oh crap, my ammo. Yeah, precisely. Like, this is getting ridiculous now. See, this is the weird thing about us as gamers, right? It's just like... I see you trying to hide, and I want no part in it. Oh, I shot his buddy as well. Well, it went really well down here, didn't it? See? You know when you scientists went, what's the worst that can happen? This. This is precisely the worst that can happen. Alright? Like... yeah. And now don't you feel silly, huh? Huh? You feel silly now, don't you? Yeah, that's what I thought. Are you all silly and dead and stuff? What is that? Is this one of these space rat things? Well, apparently not. Apparently it's just a figure of something. Yeah, I told you, those vents are definitely... okay. So where are we now with ammo? Do you know what I'm going to do? So here's what we're going to do, right? We're going to go back to this. I'm going to grab that, because that sniper is less than useless. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pop that reload on me. And then we're going to pop... a bit, shall we? So now, I mean, it's not got masses of ammo, but it's better than that other one. Yeah, so they've had a whale of a time in here. This is just like... I'm not going to lie, at this point, Peter must be creaming their pants. Oh, vaulting works. Did they get someone in the shower? Because that's just rude. No, they didn't. I was going to say, because that's just rude. I mean... what is that? It's a human skull. Nice. This is literally the dictionary definition of F around and find out, right? I mean, this is why you... this is why you categorically don't do this stuff. Also, apologies for the next time the Copian jump me, because I will be screaming like a 5-year-old girl. Don't waste ammo, got grenades. Well... shit. Oh. You can't vault, right? Tell me you can't vault. Yeah, that's what I thought. But you can go around the other way. Oh my god, how many of them are there? No. And I bet there are more outside as well, aren't there? Oh, you vicious little bastards. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Go fight him. Go fight him. Go fight him, puppies. Bad man, puppies. Go get the No, leave me alone, you fucking idiots. Go on, do that again. Now I'm ready for you. Nope. Dogs are like, he's bunny hopping. I'm like, yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm bunny hopping. Oh my God. Like, why aren't you getting that? Was he like the handler or something? Nope. Bad woofer. Can I leave now? Oh my God. Valakar. What is wrong with you people? Can I please find an elevator out? Because I don't want to play this game anymore. I don't want to... Oh my God. Ugh. Yeah. This is going to be the one time we're going to want Jamlak to bring the F-55, and this is going to be the one time he doesn't bring it, mark my words. Okay, well, I'm going to throw a bunch of them in my backpack. Central atrium. That sounds like a good idea. Let's go that way. Okay. I'm going to risk this very quickly. Risk it for a biscuit. Wait, is that a... No. Suspect? Suspect? After what you lot have been doing in here, I'm the suspect. Are you... Good. Good. None of the ammo that I need. What have I got in here? Let's swap that around, because that's useless. That's bright. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, I don't know anymore. Well, now I've got 306 rounds for this thing, so I don't know. I have no idea what's going on right now. But yeah, tell me this isn't moody and terrifying. You've got a body. No shit. liking this. No, not again. Bad puppy. Alt 1. Thank you. Swear to God if I get locked up in this animation now. Hearing more of them. Hello. Oh, hello, you poor friend. No good. I'm getting some very strong alien vibes out of this, I'm not going to lie. Even want to look into this thing. I don't, do I really? Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know how to get... Yeah, what are the orange boxes? The armor. Oh, this is the new armor, isn't it? Geist is the new armor. Ghost helmet, ghost helmet, ghost armor, legs desert. 2 legs. Oh, well, that's bum. Did we see any more? Ooh. Hi, puppies. Huh. Ghost armor legs white out. I mean... Bad puppy. And now I've only got 27 rounds for this thing. What is going on? That's just rude. What is going on? Will someone please tell me what on earth is going on with my inventory management here? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that constant like breathing / panting really starts to grate after a while. That person that ran past it, isn't it? Oh my god, the lag. Hang on, what's that? Ooh, SMG batteries. You know what, I'll take pretty much anything I can get around about now. Just in case I need it. What's there? Please tell me it's security and that there are actual guns in... No. Why? Why would there be guns? That's just ridiculous. Let's fucking go with it. I just don't want to play. Yeah, these cheeky little fuckers definitely working together, aren't they? Yeah, so I think I mean that's not going to happen though, is it? I mean, let's not. Okay. You know what we'll do? Oh, that's bright. Let's get rid of that. Boo. Drop that for the moment. No, let's drop one of the ones we don't want. White out, Geist armor legs, desert. Who's gonna? Sorry, guys. Inventory management, the most fun part of a game, right? Can I now put that in there? No, of course I can't. That would be silly. Why would I be able to do that? I guess we just kind of drop that. Remembers to reload. I guess I'm just going to get jumped around this corner, right? Where'd that dude go then that I shot at? Oh, fuck off. Really? That was a lot of ammo for not a lot of result. I don't play. I don't play. I don't want to play fetch. I don't. Not especially not when I'm the ball. Can I reload, please? Oh my god! Give it a rest. Why are you telling me that I'm killing them when I'm not? Yeah. So, how I get out of here, boys, I've no idea. I'm not going to lie. Hi. Why aren't you tearing his face off? What? Now, can you reload, please? Thank God. Yeah, I mean, very possibly, right? Problem is, half of them are still playing the old audio cues. So even though they're dead, they sound like they're alive. So I'm throwing grenades at stuff that doesn't need grenades throwing at it. Yeah, I'm sure some of that is useful at some point. head all the way down. Do you know what? I don't. Run, 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 run. Just run, 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 run. Run, run, run. Don't turn back. Run, 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 run. What's in here? No, don't go that way. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. No, enough. Well, this idea is just as bad as the first one, but... Good. I hear more of them. Helmet! Yes! Got the Geist helmet. Boom. Come on, I thought that was my way out. Zap. This is clever. Geist backpack. Okay, so we got Geist armor legs. We got desert. Let's get rid of the whiteout. Of course, you can't take the backpacks, can you? That's fine. We've made some space. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're all good. Okay, what odds are you going to give me for making it out here, boys? What are my chances? If you were betting, men, what would you give me? %, 100% citizen. Wait, he said 25%. Jadomo, traitor, absolute traitor. Okay. Equip all. There we go. Now what we're gonna do is we're not liking this one at the minute, so this one we're gonna pop into the backpack. We're gonna put that one back on. Is this out? Is this out? Or is this the... Whoa! They're all fighting each other, aren't they? Ah! Get fucked. Oh shit, I gotta get out of here. This is a death trap. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, I'm stuck. Can I please get... Oh, for God's sake, I'm stuck. I can't move. Catch, doggy. Where did that go? Oh my god, really? Just bounce off the copian. Get fucked. While I'm here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my god, I can't see. Come on. And now someone's throwing grenades at me. This is just... Oh, I'm dead. It's like one of those stupid combat where they're both reloaded. It's like, who shoots who first? That was quite funny. I enjoyed that. I guess like that. Woo! I mean, something died. Can I? Oh my god. I'm out of nades. I'm out of nades. And now I can't. I can't look past that corner. There we go. You can hear them moving on me. That's unfortunate. Oh shit. Why can't I? Please let me actually see what I want to shoot at. Oh my god. How do I get out of this? Oh my god. No, 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 I'm not doing that again. No, 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 no. Oh, I'm getting... Oh, fuck. No, don't pull a bacon, you fucking idiot. Jesus Christ, this is... Oh. Yeah. Yeah. So, that was probably some of the most fun that I've had solo in this game. Some of the most fun. I cannot recommend this to you guys highly enough. I'm gonna kill the game, and then go back to talking to you guys face to face. Yeah, that was frankly incredible. That was so much fun. I cannot recommend this to you highly enough. That was carnage. I can only imagine how much fun it's going to be to get a bunch of people, a couple of beers inside them, fighting those Copion, the amount of friendly fire stuff, people throwing nades all over the place. It's going to be great. So absolutely not, Jag. You watch your mouth. But yeah, that was really good. I mean, you heard it, right? I've not been in that engaged in a game or in Star Citizen at least, for a long time. I would just say to you guys, if you're not already in Discord, get yourself in there. And then the Friday after 4.3 goes live, we will organise a big group to go and go and do that sort of stuff. And then if people are enjoying that kind of FPS element, then maybe DWGP, which is the org, which you can go and apply to join. Just if you are going to apply to join it, make sure you include your Discord name in your application, because if it's just random people that aren't in the Discord, I reject the application. So please make sure you do that. But yeah, come and join us, and maybe we'll do some training events. Maybe we'll do very basic. It won't be anything even remotely milsim level, mainly because I don't think we can pull that off. But we'll give it a go. We'll have some fun just setting out basic principles, so we're not constantly shooting each other in the back, face, arse, or any other part of the anatomy, and that we have enjoy a higher success rate with PvE events like that. That was yeah. It was. Yeah, no. Like literally, that was me getting into the role, right? The most annoying part of that was the getting killed the first time round and disconnecting, which is annoying for anyone, right? That was good fun. So yeah, we can practice loading guns. You all need to shut your faces. All right, just stop. It's bullying. Pack it in. That was really good. I'll probably be around in Discord for a little while after this, but that was kind of crazy, and I'm here for it. I'm not gonna lie. That was a lot of wow. I just got flashbanged again, but that was a lot of fun, and well worth doing. So yeah, there'll be a video on that. It'll cover some of what's in there. There's other bits that I haven't covered this evening that will be in that video, so keep an eye out on that. I'm hoping to get that up Thursday or Friday of this week, and we'll talk about that sort of stuff. It's been really, really good fun. Yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of it. Appreciate you as always. You've been watching Drinkers with Gaming Problems. Thank you very much for stopping by. I'll see you soon.